Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me once again. You are always most welcome. Well, today a very brief video. This is really just a thank you to one of our viewers and subscribers, a chap called John Marley who lives in New South Wales in Australia, and he's been watching my Tale of Two Victors, where I did a comparison review of the recently tooled Airfix Handley Page Victor, the K2, the tanker version, and was it the tanker version? I'm trying to remember, my mind's slipping now. But certainly that versus the K2 Matchbox version, and this is when Matchbox had their rather difficult period when the ownership had they'd gone bust, and then they were in this sort of transition period, and then some of the production went to Macau, and we got these instructions. Now, I was moaning about this quite a bit in this video, saying how terrible they looked, and there's no writing. There is writing in English within the diagrams because that's part of the image, but all the instructional detail was like this. It was all in Chinese with no English whatsoever, no clues. A real problem, you know, especially on things like the paint guide, which is almost non-existent. So anyway, this chap, gentleman John Marley, he was watching this, and he'd made the kit, and he contacted me and said, "Peter, loved your video, very interesting, but listen, I've got the original Matchbox, the very first issue from '83, just before they swapped everything over to Macau, and here we have it." So I'll put that away because it gives you an idea of how bad it was. If you want to go and watch that, A Tale of Two Victors, you can see me having a bit of a groan about it all. Now, this is what John has sent us all the way from Australia. We're really grateful because, you know, I mean, actually, I was quite surprised. It showed the postage cost. I won't go into the details, but it was really good value for money. If I sent something to him, it would cost me about 8 times as much money. So hats off to the New South Wales Post Office as well. And thank you very much, John. Let's just zoom you in here, and you can see what I'm talking about. So this is the completely different from the very strange appearing. None of this. This has got some nice writing on it, and it gives you the full history of the V-bombers. Now, I won't read it all now because it is quite long-winded, but this is chalk and cheese compared to this original. Well, this is the original. I reckon these were probably only produced for perhaps 6 months if you're lucky, and then they must have decided to drop all the English because for whatever reason they thought that it was more sensible to go into the Chinese. It may have been Cantonese even. I'm no expert, but this is far better. This is exactly what I complained about that was missing. It's got the full details of the aircraft, you know, the range, the length, details of its maximum speed, refueling capabilities. Everything is here, and it's in all the languages for everybody. It's fantastic, so thanks a lot, John. This is absolutely brilliant. Now, the kit that I have, the Matchbox Victor, it's not actually my kit, but it does belong to a relative of mine, so I'm very grateful. I'm sure he's going to be equally grateful. I'm going to send this along so that he's got that now, the original Matchbox, the original Matchbox instructions. And we'll have a quick look at it. Zoom you in. Put some more light on as well, just to help. Now have a look at this. So it's still in the same sort of format basically, but it now has, as I say, it's got English writing, and then it has it with the other languages underneath. So all our international friends can enjoy this, which you couldn't before. If you were living outside of East Asia, you'd had it, you know. And the only English you ever saw was, as I mentioned, was these little bits here, which are within the diagrams themselves. So that's the only bit of English that appeared in the whole publication. So it's in the same basic format, but it now has proper headers, and it's got some English language, and not least of all, because it's a nice kit. Not as good as the Airfix. I think that was the conclusion, wasn't it? It wasn't quite up to that standard, but it could be made nice with a bit of effort, you know. It's got these lovely flaps and things. But here you've got your paint guide, which again was done in a rather rudimentary way on the other one, with none of this detail about the paints. There was no guide to paints at all. Absolutely hopeless, really. So, and it's got again explaining how to, you know, align your wheels and the undercarriage. All that writing wasn't there on the original in any form. So there you go. That is absolutely superb. And by the way, I mentioned John Marley, who's the reason that we're on today, to say thank you, really. But he actually showed me as well pictures of his Victor, which unfortunately I haven't got on me, but they were nice. It was a nice Victory belt, a really nice one. So hats off to you, John. You did a great job with the Victor. And now we've got the paint guide. This is lovely. And It's big, as you can see, and I don't remember this being in the original kit. Maybe there's some form more reduced in size. They seem to scale everything down, but here you've got the full Monty explaining the 3 versions, Marum in 79 or 82, and there's a 75 Marum as well. The tanker force, which of course went to the Falklands for Operation Corporate to do the refuelling for the well, Operation Corporate was the overall operation, but the specific mission was Operation Black Book, where they refueled the Vulcans, which Vulcan as it turned out to be in the first one, when they struck Port Stanley runway on the 1st of April. And again, you've got details here about how to use your transfers. It's written in English. That is absolutely brilliant. Really, really nice. I do like that. So that's it. It's just a little tiny snippet of a vid, a bite-sized vid today. Really just to say thank you to John Marley and you know, quite a bit of effort, and it got here quite quickly. It only took about 7 or 8 days, I think, for it to get here from Australia. It came in a letter post, basically, in a great reinforced envelope. It arrived in mint condition. Absolutely brilliant. So many thanks. It just shows, you know, I mean, I'm the same sometimes. I've sent people things like this when you finish the kit and you no longer need, you know, if you've got some parts left over or you've got instructions. It's great if we can all be a community and share it, you know, and help each other out. That's absolutely brilliant. So thanks very much, John. Hope you enjoyed the little vid I've done. And I say, the person who owns that Victor is a relative of mine. He's going to get that. I think he'll be well chuffed with it. I'm sure he will. So thanks a lot. Anyway, that's it for today. Very quick one from me. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and give us a 10 out of 10 for the video. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're a subscriber, then don't forget to ding the notification bell to make sure that you get early notification of any new upcoming vids. And until the next one, thank you very much. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.